All right, let's get this show started.
The opening odds for Conor McGregor vs. Michael Chandler have been released. On Monday, McGregor announced that his fight with Michael Chandler will take place at 185 pounds during International Fight Week in June. The odds have now been released and odds makers are favoring McGregor to return to the win column. According to DraftKings, the Irishman is a minus 120 favorite, which means that a bet of $120 on Conor would return a $100 profit. Meanwhile, Chandler is a plus 100 underdog, which means that a bet of $100 on the former Bellator champion returns you $100 if he wins. Chandler reacted to the opening odds, posting a laughing emoji. Who do you guys think wins this? Let's talk in the comments below. Anthony Smith has broken his silence on his most recent KO defeat. Back in December, Smith suffered a nasty knockout loss to Khalil Roundtree Jr. in the co-main event of UFC Vegas 83. Now, almost a month later, the 10th ranked UFC light heavyweight opened up on the loss and said that he's still struggling mentally. Anthony also apologized to everyone who he hasn't responded to, as he feels he needs to take some time off from social media.
Anthony, didn't go your way, brother. There's a lot of people.
You drugged me out of my hole. I've been hiding under a bridge like a troll.
Have you really?
Yeah, I haven't talked to anybody.
No podcast, no interviews. You just stayed at home.
Mike, I'm not even answering text messages. I haven't even spoken to my man.
Oh, I know. You didn't answer mine, you prick.
It is nothing. If for anybody that's listening, if you've texted me or reached out and I haven't responded, it's not you. It's me. I'm just in a weird place, and sometimes you just have to unplug, and I really threw myself into just being with my family and sometimes you have to sit back and I don't know, you got to reevaluate and just kind of see where you are. What do you want? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Because I don't know. It was a pretty dark place there for a while.
Garry takes shots at Sean Strickland. Last month, Strickland went after Garry for turning off his Instagram comments amid fan backlash of his marriage, and Sean also called him out for trash-talking fellow fighters while not dealing well with criticism himself. Earlier this week, Strickland appeared on a podcast alongside Theo, where he took issue with Dricus du Plessis bringing up his abuse, stating that it was off limits. Now, Garry fired back at the UFC middleweight champ, writing, "At Sean Strickland, how the tables have turned. You dish it out in the lowest, most vile manner, but you can't take a pinch. You attacked my wife incessantly and obsessively calling her a It's clear to see your childhood drama showing. You claimed you were giving me advice before. Well, now it's my turn to return the favor. You should shut your mouth and focus on the mirror because you have enough serious issues you need to solve. I wish you all the best with them. Don't ever project your pain onto me and family again. Happy New Year." Mike Bisping reacts to Sean Strickland's interview on the Theo podcast. On Wednesday, an episode of Theo podcast was released with Sean Strickland breaking down into tears while talking about abuse and trauma from his childhood. Now, while speaking on his BYM podcast, Bisping reacted to the heartbreaking clip and explained his own example of why some fighters act like tough, confident guys to recompensate for their insecurities.
Fighters like that, given, most fighters, I'm not saying they're all as bad as the situation that Sean Strickland went through, but look at Mike Tyson. Those tough backgrounds and those hardships and the adversity, I grew up around a fair bit of violence and all the rest of it, and a lot, and that it creates this person, and as a defense mechanism, you become a different type of person. And you shield everything off and you become the tough guy and you put on this armor that nothing affects you. And I think a lot of fighters deep down are very insecure. I'm an insecure person, but I shield that with being overly confident. Like nothing bothers me. Everything bothers me. My wife knows that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm very insecure, and maybe some people can see that, but a lot of the brashness comes to shield that because of shit that happened probably when you were a child or what you've been through. Now, my life's great, so I'm not talking about me, but I think a lot of fighters, that's why. That becomes who they are. It becomes their identity. Then they are rewarded because they start to get acclaim, they start to get popularity. As you said, with Sean, he's become champion of the world. So you then, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You put on another coat of paint, another suit of armor, and then you accentuate that even further. And before you know it, you're this fucking madman running around getting into fights with Dricus du Plessis because that's who the fuck
with $1
you
million
are.
in the bank.
But deep down inside here, you want to cry like a little boy.
Khamzat Chimaev reveals he's been battling sickness. It appears that Khamzat is seriously sick once again. Despite his desire to stay active and his determination to smash everybody, he hasn't been as consistently active as he once was. This change is largely due to the cancellation from 2 fights back when he was supposed to fight the current UFC welterweight champion in Leon Edwards, but due to the lingering effects of COVID-19, the bout was cancelled. His reaction to COVID was so rough that the 29-year-old even briefly announced his retirement, later revealing that the decision was prompted by emotional distress. With that said, it looks like Khamzat's immune system still hasn't recovered, as he recently took to X unveiling graphic images of his health struggles. While he did not provide detailed explanations, he mentioned that he has been recovering from a hand injury and apparent skin infections. He posted these photos captioned, "I was very sick, my hand was injured, so I couldn't return right away. I want to tell all the fountains, I want to see myself in battle more than all of you. I love this job. I will do and prove that I am the best. As always we do, and I will be back soon to Inshallah training." Thankfully, it looks like Khamzat is getting better, as he later posted this clip.
Feel good. Coming back soon. For my belts.
After posting this, fans were quick to flood the comments. BenJohn212 wrote, "Welterweights and middleweights, lucky this guy has poor immunity. Sports Center MMA, why is bro always sick? Augustin, what the f***, he got some really bad luck, man. That's crazy. I think he needs rest, man, overtraining or something." Raj said, "Henry Cejudo rightly pointed out that KC is an overtrained athlete. He needs to take some good time away from the sport and plan out well for his future. He is literally killing his body." DD Tattoo said, "All the MMA shit aside, I hope he's alright. He looks bloated, splotchy, and in a bad place right now. Prayers up, hope he recovers." Reese, "This is why y'all gotta stop clowning fighters for being inactive or pulling out. Don't know what injuries issues they dealing with." Ben Riley, "Damn, that's rough. Hope he heals up soon. Need the wolf back in action." Time for today's top 3 memes. Third place was found over Facebook and was posted by Robert. Second place meme was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named AdventureTie3426. And the top picked meme was found over Instagram and was posted by Daily Dose MMA. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.